What's going on, everybody? What is going on? It's your boy Craig Simmons. It's Gaming TV, and I'm back with another video. Uh, State of Play. We just witnessed probably what was a less than average show. I'm not gonna say it was dog shit. I'm not gonna go that far, but it wasn't. It was average. But the thing that I took the most about it, and what Sony is going through now is what Xbox went through a couple of years ago when they hit a drought. They they're going through a restructuring era. From the 360 to the Xbox One gen, the 360 was like it was hot as fish grease, man. You know what I'm saying? It was the console that you had to get. Everybody had to have, regardless of the red ring. It survived the red ring. It just kept thriving, and it pretty much. I mean, the Wii. Say what you want to say. The Wii dominated that generation, man. That motherfucker had grandmamas buying it, retirement homes, you name it. The Wii was everywhere. So the Wii did win that generation. But as far as the fight between PlayStation and Xbox, the 360 won that generation. PlayStation 3 didn't catch up as far as sales as if I'm using my pony logic, they didn't catch up until when Microsoft actually stopped supporting the 360 basically and moved on to the Xbox One. But by all means, the Xbox One generation should have piggybacked off the 360's momentum. But like any big company, you go through restructuring, changing of the guard, so to speak. And Diametric, say what you want to say. I mean, the Kinect was a great freaking peripheral. I loved it. I still got my 360 Kinect in the box, and I still got my Xbox One Kinect in the box. I wish they still supported Xbox One Kinect because I love doing my videos. Bring back Upload Studios. Cause I used to love doing my little videos like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big computer guy. I don't have no editing skills whatsoever. As you see, I'm on my trusty phone. So, but with that being said, Don Matrick pushed and pushed for the Kinect, and it just as good as it was. The 360 one was the Xbox Series, the Xbox One Kinect being forced in the box, making the console that much $100 more expensive and slightly weaker than the competition. It just rubbed people the wrong way. Then we all know that one classic line he hit everybody with. If you don't want to be online, we got a console for you. And that pretty much killed the Xbox One's what could have been their momentum, slinging them forward to keep pushing on. But between the restructuring, my voice cracking, I ain't been to sleep yet. I'm on third shift right now, so I'm still up. But anyway, between the bad marketing and we all know how the media was, they just jumped on it. It was like they were praying for Xbox to slip on the banana peel or step on a rake, as people say, which they did, and the criticism was warranted. But they changed the narrative with the online stuff, the DRM stuff. That it was so bad back then. But we look at what we got now. Nintendo's doing it. They doing it like probably the worst because, like I said, they charging you to use certain things on the console out the box. As you can't use it unless you pay for their subscription. And the games, as we found out, the games aren't going to be on the little drives or whatever they call them, game cards. They game key cards, what they call them. It's a physical product, but you still have to be on the internet to unlock the game. And as with a lot of games now, it's a partial on the disc to boot it up, but you still have to get to the internet to get the rest of the game, get the updates you need. But for whatever reason, Nintendo's getting their pass and Sony's getting their pass. But anyway, it was so bad back then, but look where we at. That's why sometimes people say Microsoft's forward thinking is good, but it shoots them in the foot. But then everybody else slowly but surely starts doing it. I'm not saying DRM is good and always online is good, by no means. But the digital era is coming, it's here. And I really like I got multiple Xboxes all through the house, and I just like grabbing my controller from whatever room I'm in, cutting that Xbox on, and I load up my game. I don't like moving discs around. I collect certain things. I get certain games I want and I keep, but I'm not a big physical disc collector. You know what I'm saying? I still got my old CD book, but that's about it. But as we see now, we fast forward, we getting to what Xbox had to restructure, i.e., Phil Spencer stepped in and took over. But by then, they had lost so much, I guess, favor is I guess the word I'm looking for. And the games, like I said, the devs that were skipping Xbox. You know what I'm saying? The games won't come in. PlayStation was getting everything, locking it down. They didn't have the studios. They didn't have the money to invest in the studios. Microsoft was actually, leaning away from Xbox at one time. So it took a lot of time to get it built back up. What I'm basically saying, long-windedly. But when you got these big corporations, they go through this restructuring, rebuilding, after you changing a CEO from one CEO to the next. And slowly but surely, they start righting the ship. As you see now, we got games hand over fist coming out. Game Pass went from undesirable to undeniable. Shout out Cody Rose. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I remember when Game Pass first was talked about, I had no interest in it. But then they started putting the first party games in there. I'm like, I always buy Gears, Halo. Shit, might as well go and get Game Pass, save me a few dollars. Then it got me to try Forza. I don't play racing games like that, but it got me to try it. And I love it. So on and so forth. And now look at it, it's grown. You got Expedition 33, you got Ninja Gaiden launching in it. You get a lot of day ones launching in it. So basically what I'm saying, it took time to get it to where it's at now. But the ponies, the herd, they just went crazy. Xbox has no games. Xbox is this. Xbox is that. It's dead. If you cradle face guy, Xbox is dead every 2 minutes. But it took time to get them where they at. Sony was riding that high horse. They had games late into the PS4 and rolled in, and the games were coming. Boom, boom, boom. PS5 launched. They had a few games, starting out with remasters, but as we see now, now it's called the Remaster Station, because that's all they're doing. And we see what they're doing now. They shot their load. Pause. They in the restructuring phase. They lost Jim Ryan. He started the downfall, just like fucking old buddy did it for Microsoft. He started the downfall. Then they had Herman Host and some other guy, dual CEOs. I'm like, what? Who does that? They lost them. They're in their restructuring phase. They have no first party games. They don't even do their version of E3 no more. Their showcases. They just give us little tidbits, state of plays. As of lately, state of trash. But that's what they've been doing. And now they're getting to see what we went through. And I love it. Keep whooping them four-legged beasts. Hit them with everything. Because for some reason they couldn't understand what Xbox was going through with their restructuring, rebuilding. And now they're going through it. They done closed 5, 10, whatever first party studio games, closed studios. They built a studio just for a specific person and then she left. It's good. They need to be humbled. The fan base needed, not all the fans, not all PlayStation fans, the opponents. They needed to be herded and corralled. Now it's time to put shoes on them hooves. Time to tame them. Because it's good. Let them get it and feel and see what we went through. When they close their eyes, let them see the Xbox logo and the Xbox fan back there laughing at them. Because I understand what they're going through. And I get it, because I'd worked for a big corporation and we changed CEOs and did stuff, so I get it. It takes a while for stuff to take in effect. Like now, we're finally starting to get our pay raises finally now. I make pretty good money anyway, but now I'm about to make better money. but it took a while. Took a while for it to get there. And Sony's in that rebuilding phase. Hopefully, and this is just the gamer in me, hopefully it don't take as long as it took Xbox to. But while they rebuilding, to all my Xbox brothers and sisters out there, whoop upon their legs. Whoop them. You got 4 of them. Whoop them all. Whoop all 4 of them. Have them 4-legged beast. Have them limping. Make them ashamed to come out the stables. Now, all jokes aside, though, Sony's in their rebuilding phase, and I get it. And hopefully it don't take as long, but as of right now, there's no need to have a PS5. Xbox has got all the games. I mean, like I said, I only bought a PlayStation for like a handful of games, but in the foreseeable future, like I said, I'm not getting the Pro. Ain't no need for it. So what is right now? It's the most powerful console. You paid $800 for 5 frames, slightly better resolution. Hey, more power to you. Me, just like the PS4 Pro, had no need for it. The games run fine on the Series X. They're gorgeous. They play fine. They load fast, quick resume, and you got Game Pass. No need for the PS5 Pro. And PS5 6, if it is one, as of right now, it's nothing showing me why I have to have it. I still got my PS5, so whatever game come out, because we know how Sony believes in generations. It ain't no need for me to rush out there and get a new PS6. But that new Xbox, if it's what it's going to be doing, what they saying, hybrid console, hybrid PC, Steam, Xbox, together. And I got a Steam account. I don't game on Steam that much. I need to start using, because like I said, I got a pretty good kick-ass rig and decent gaming laptop. Need to start dabbling a little more, get more savvy with this, because I do believe after next gen, I think consoles are pretty much going to be going away. Because like I said, I just got this new TV right here. It's Samsung, I think it's like a B90, I can't remember. OLED. That sucker came out the box, had Game Pass on it. All I had to do was log in and sync my controller to it. Boom. All my games on Game Pass and everything that's on Play Anywhere, right there. And with the game mode turned on, I guess the little features that do to cut down the latency and all that bullshit, running off my Wi-Fi, I didn't really notice too much lag when I was playing Doom: The Dark Ages, but the visuals was not there. I ain't gonna lie, it looked like a 360 game. It did, but I was running off the Wi-Fi. I didn't have it hardwired in, so I mean, pretty sure that would clear up if I did that. But the fact that the controls were responsive, I could actually play it. I just didn't like looking at it, because, like I said, it didn't look good at all. And then they had GeForce Now. I ain't too familiar with that, but I was told and seeing people talk about it. It's another type of cloud or Wi-Fi gaming service. And I haven't logged in, ain't signed up for it or paid for that, so I haven't touched it. But all that came built in the TV right out the box, just boom, right there. And then from what I've been reading and seeing and hearing, GeForce Now actually has better latency and better connectivity than the xCloud. So, and if the xCloud was already that responsive and that good on this TV out the box, go and imagine what the GeForce Now gonna do. So, I mean, if they can get it down to where you really truly don't need a console, and you can get the visuals, the controls tight and locked down, I really do see probably the next gen coming up probably will be the last one, unless they kind of do it like, I guess, like the Steam Deck. Like, you can't walk in stores and buy a Steam Deck. I guess you go to Steam or whatever website you go to get it. I believe it's Valve. And you place your order, and then they'll do it after they get, I guess, every so many quarters, they'll release a lot at a time. Now, I can see consoles probably doing that in the near future, instead of just producing a whole mass of them and shipping them out, and hopefully they sell. But like I said, I ain't no gaming expert. There ain't nobody to say that what I'm saying is true, the gospel. I'm not getting here like I know how to run these tech companies. You got people act like they know how to run these multi-billion, trillion-dollar corporations, and they can't even run the household. So I'm not getting up. I said that's just my opinion. After seeing how this stuff work on this TV, if they can clean up the visuals and, like I said, get everything running smoothly, I can see a console-less future, or where consoles will truly be niche, and the PC and streaming on something like that is the way to go. And then, like I said, my kids, they play on their phones. They play wherever the fuck they want to play it. They bounce around gaming, and I'm like, shit. That ain't the old guard. I'm the old guard. I like to sit on my couch with a controller, feet up, play the game. But I'm not stuck in the Stone Ages, man. The future is here. Gaming is changing, and everybody, which kills me. And I ain't gonna go too much longer. I want to rag on this video, but it just kills me how many people hate Game Pass. Like they hate saving money. I get you like to collect physical games. Microsoft need to make physical copies, especially from like the major titles. But I get it if that was your complaint. But it's literally people like they're allergic to saving money. People talking about they traded in their Series X because Microsoft put their games on PlayStation. Went and bought a PlayStation to play Xbox games. I'm like, what? I mean, to each his own. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. I'm not pocket watching, but I'm like, that don't make sense. You hustling backwards. Keep your PlayStation. I get it. If you don't like the way what Microsoft is doing, you just buy everything on PlayStation. But the games you would normally play on Xbox, why not use Game Pass? That's just me. I like to save money. I like to get more for less. And I could care how the companies that's giving me said product, how they make their money. As long as I get what I'm paying for. But anyway, I ain't get up and drag too long. I'm going to try to get back to doing little videos every now and then. It's a little easier now being on third shift because everybody's either at work, school, or them kids out of school now. One graduated, the other one still got out of school for the summer. They still sleep. So I got all this me time. So I'm going to try to put out some little corny videos every now and then. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, it's your boy Craig Summers, man. It's gaming TV. And you know what I say. If you like it, thumbs up it. If you don't like it, you can thumbs down it. I don't really give a fuck. Anyway, game on. And I'm out.